You know, artificial intelligence is popping up everywhere, and it's quietly making its way into our children's lives, in their toys, in their classrooms, you name it. But what does this new world of AI actually look like for, say, a 3-year-old? Today, we're diving into this really ambitious effort to map out this uncharted territory and figure out how AI is shaping early childhood.
So let's ask the big question right up front. What really happens when AI enters the playroom? And I'm not talking about some sci-fi movie. I mean, right now. We're talking about toys that learn your child's name, apps that track their development, and learning tools that adapt on the fly. For millions of families, this isn't the future. This is the new normal. And honestly, we're only just beginning to get a handle on what it all means.
You've definitely seen these on the store shelves, right? Smart toys that can hold a conversation, tell a story, and even change how they respond to your kid. These AI companions are quickly going from being a cool novelty to a staple in the modern toy box, and they're getting kids to play in totally new ways.
And it's not just about playtime. AI is becoming a huge deal in early education too. We're seeing these adaptive learning tools that can personalize lessons to fit a child's unique learning style and pace. It's pretty amazing stuff.
The reach of AI doesn't even stop with the child. It extends to parents too. There's this huge rise in apps that basically act as a digital support system. They use AI to answer those tricky parenting questions, track milestones, and offer up personalized guidance. Okay, so AI is showing up in all these different parts of a child's life. But why is it so urgent that we understand its impact right now? Well, the answer really lies in this incredibly critical developmental window we're about to talk about.
The focus of all this research is squarely on the first 6 years of a child's life. And this isn't just some random age range they picked. It is, without a doubt, the most foundational period of human development, where growth just happens at an absolutely explosive pace.
During these critical years, a child's brain is just a powerhouse of growth. They are literally building the architecture of their minds, forming their very first social bonds, and learning how to handle their emotions. The experiences they have in this window can set the stage for their entire lives.
And this is where the stakes get really, really high. As the researchers point out, this is also the most effective time for early interventions. Now that means it's a huge opportunity to provide support, but it also means it's a time of real vulnerability to influences that could have some serious, lasting negative effects.
So, what do we have? We have this incredibly powerful technology meeting a supercritical developmental window. And the fundamental problem is that while AI's presence is growing like crazy, our understanding of what it's actually doing, well, that remains fragmented and, frankly, incomplete.
To put it simply, we are in uncharted territory. There is no single comprehensive picture of how all these different AI tools are being used or how they're truly affecting our youngest kids. We are, in essence, navigating this brand new world completely without a map. And the need for this map has become urgent with just breathtaking speed. I mean, sure, the term AI has been around since 1956, but the whole game has been completely transformed in just the last few years. 2017 was a huge turning point with new deep learning models. And then, of course, ChatGPT launched in 2022 and made generative AI a household name. The pace of this change is just staggering.
So how in the world do you create a map for a new territory like this? Well, researchers are using a specific method called a scoping review. The best way to think about it is less like a single experiment and more like a massive intelligence gathering mission. The goal is to find, to categorize, and to bring together all the existing research so we can finally see the whole landscape at once.
Now, creating a map like this requires a really rigorous and systematic process. You have to be sure it's both comprehensive and unbiased. So let's break down the step-by-step plan these researchers are using to chart this new territory.
It all starts by asking the right questions. From there, they launched this massive search across a ton of academic databases, casting a really wide net. This first search pulls in thousands of potential studies, which then have to be meticulously screened to see if they're actually relevant. After that, the key data is pulled from the studies that make the cut, and finally, all of that information is put together to reveal the bigger picture.
And that screening part is absolutely crucial for making a useful map. The researchers are only including empirical studies, the ones with actual data, while getting rid of opinion pieces. They're focusing only on research published since 2017 to capture this modern AI boom. And most importantly, every single study has to focus on that critical 0 to 6 age range.
Okay, so once this map is finally complete, what is it actually going to show us? The entire massive research process is designed to answer a few really core questions. First step, what's actually out there? What kind of tech are we talking about? Is it machine learning, natural language processing, intelligent tutors? This question is all about categorizing the technology itself.
Next, who is this stuff for? Is the AI designed for a child to play with directly? Or is it a tool for parents, for teachers, maybe even for doctors? Understanding the user is key, because an AI tutor for a teacher has totally different implications than an AI companion for a child.
And finally, here it is, the big one. What is the impact? Is the research looking at cognitive skills, social development, language, emotional health? This is where we connect the technology to real-world outcomes for kids.
You can probably see by now this is far from just some academic exercise. The whole point is to create a practical roadmap, a guide for every single person who has a stake in a child's development, as we all try to navigate this new AI-driven reality.
This map is literally for everyone involved in a child's life. It's for parents trying to make smart choices. It's for educators figuring out how to use these tools in their classrooms. It's for the tech designers who are building the next generation of these products. And for the policymakers who need to create the right safeguards. It's for all of us.
The ultimate goal here isn't to stop technology, but to, as the researchers put it so well, guide the responsible integration of AI into early childhood contexts. It's all about making sure these powerful tools are supporting healthy development, not undermining it. It's about being intentional.
So that leaves us with this final critical question. This research is going to give us the map of what we know right now, but a map only shows you the terrain. It's up to all of us to decide which path we're going to take and how we choose to build the future for our youngest generation in the age of AI.